The communist urge to liberate the workers of other countries. Step 1, diplomacy. Step 2, child labor.
Why not?
Welcome to Hearts of Iron 4, a World War II strategy game where having 1,000 hours means you've passed the tutorial. And sadly, I've done a lot more than that.
I'm not sexually active right now.
And today, as a certified pro in HOI 4, we're elevating the USSR into sapiens and using only the most exquisite tool for senseless violence to fight them. Big metal box.
But Tiffy, you said space communism. Where's this?
Space!
Let's just say something very interesting happened in the Soviet Union. Comrade Trump kept you waiting, huh? Here's the data. Execute Project 2025. But frankly, I'm disgusted by this sudden increase of life quality and working conditions. So who better to lead us than this guy?
No relation.
Where once was thoughts and brain activity, there is now only... We're gonna start off building our civilian factories on these tiles with high infrastructure because big number, big speed, good, yes?
Why not?
We're not gonna touch these tiles because they're gonna get max infrastructure from a focus later on. Set up our standard tech juggle, leave one spot open so we can juggle the 30 days into getting engineering faster. Again, for the most meta industry, we want to start researching construction too before we finish 4-year plan, so we don't waste the bonuses on technologies we don't want to waste them on. So we're going to take Rhineland first because that times it up perfectly. Delete all of this, we don't want it.
I don't want it.
Important thing to keep in mind is that the production lines you start with already have max efficiency, so whatever factories you put on them are going to be worth a lot more than any new production line you start right now. For our troops, we want to create a copy of the tank template where we remove the usage of expensive equipment like tanks and trucks and convert all of our infantry divisions into that. This way, when you send our tank volunteers to Spain, they still have enough equipment there to fight. This is going to be our industry setup and start pumping out those divisions. Because the more divisions you have fielded, the more volunteers you can send. Now that the 30 days is filled up, this is how you do the juggle. Pick the thing you want to research, switch it to something else, and then start researching it in the empty slot. Magic. Early deploy so we can pump out more. And now we're gonna wait till construction is at 88 days before taking 4-year plan. So it times up perfectly and we don't waste the bonus.
Confusion of the highest order.
Take free trade for the amazing speed of everything and then sit down and wait. Finally, some good soup. Time to take 4-year plan and juggle that extra 30 days into construction 1. Since we want to take war economy, we require 50 war support, and to get 50 war support, we're going to take Joseph Goebbels. He's also going to increase our stability by maximizing the dominance of our ideology. Stability also good for many bonus. Now I want to start researching our tank stuff as early as possible so we can start building them as early as possible because this is going to be our main thing. And the gun we want is the howitzer because of its strong soft attack. Now depending on what you're fighting, you either want hard attack or you want soft attack. Now if you don't know how soft versus hard works, it's pretty simple. Infantry division soft, armor division hard. The hardness of a division shows the percentage of damage taken as hard attack. Quick juggle of basic machine tools and start researching Dispersed Industry 1. More blood for the blood god. As planned, construction finishes 1 day before 4-year plan, so we start researching construction 2 and then go through this whole right side in the focus 3 to get more industry and research. Make sure our deployed troops don't attrition. Lord, please bless us with the Spanish Civil War. Amen. Now we will send all our volunteers. We will not be sending any air volunteers because we will not be using any air. Quick recap on grinding your generals for traits. We pick Sepp Dietrich because it's high level and it doesn't have any existing traits. If you don't have any existing traits, you grind all your traits faster. And the way you grind traits is you never grind any trait to its fullest. So you get them to like 99% and then start grinding other traits. So by the end of it, you can then get all those traits at once and not have to grind them for a long time. So for example, for organizer, we want to have a battle plan. For armor leader, we want to be over 40% tank divisions. And for hill fighter and mountaineer, we just have to fight on those terrains. So if your traits are getting full, you can either delete the battle plan, make your army less than 40% tank divisions, or just stop fighting in hills or mountains. The traits we want are Organizer, Panzer Leader, Cavalry Leader, Hill Fighter, Mountaineer, and Adaptable. So join me as we trade the death of our soldiers for our general's IQ. We take peace economy. Let's take a quick peek at the Soviets real quick. Never mind. Basic machine tools and dispersed industry is done. We're gonna use the bonus on advanced machine tools. But for dispersed industry 2, we don't want to waste the bonus yet, but we do want to start researching it. So how do we not waste it? Well, it's simple. You do thing, then other thing, then other thing. Voila. I'll link my last video in the description where I show a lot more details of everything I do. We're gonna take bold attack. We're getting close to the edge. Now I promote this dude to a field marshal and do everything the same for Maximilian von Weiss. We take industrial concern, start researching our gun. With the research focus done, we're now gonna take Rise Autobahn for that sweet max infrastructure. For Anschluss, we need more infantry equipment in the field. So we're gonna edit our templates to put more trucks in them. But I'm gonna wait till they get motorization drive so we can edit our templates without any XP cost. Start researching our tanks with standardized production, of course. Bam! And now put in more trucks. Use the bonus on Dispersed Industry 3. We want Denmark trade proposal. No! Rise Autobahn has finished. We now have max infrastructure. Friendship ended with old tiles. Brandenburg is now my best friend. Choices. Time to start Anschluss and start building our spy agency. Once that is done, we want to take suicide pills because suicide pills helps our agents not get detected or captured. In any other game, we would grind infantry leader and army XP in China, but for this game, we're not. Take localized training centers so we can recruit local agents. For our next PP pick, we're gonna take army offense guy. Austria is ours, and now we're gonna take army innovations, and after that, Treaty of the USSR. Take elusive gentlemen. To defeat Russia, we do want to appropriate some factories from our Western friends. We start spying on France and make a collaboration government. We're gonna wait on using our PP, so when Sudetenland finishes, we can immediately take the war industrialist. And thank you for the land, Czechoslovakia. I'm sure that will be all. But now we can take the war industrialist guy and switch out from building civs to building mills. Now that we have our howitzer, we're gonna start designing our tank template. For our first template, we're stacking as much soft attack as we can while not caring about speed right now. Put them into production, create another collaboration. We're also gonna go down on trade at this point. Once we have the option, we want to puppet Slovakia because the extra compliance we get is worth it over anything else. Industry looking good. And now that we have our second chassis, we're gonna make a new tank template. Again, stacking soft attack, but this time we're going up on speed. Spain is kaput. We're also getting maintenance company too for the easy maintenance module for our tanks. We want to invest in Turkey. Not. This looks a little sinister. For our flame tanks, we're going as cheap as possible. You could go field drums, you could go breakthrough. For now, we just want it as cheap as possible. We're gonna design our frontline tank division. This one has to be small so we can actually fill up all our frontline. Of course, taking all the production bonuses. And now we gotta pump these babies out. It's time to do the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. And after that, we don't take Danzig or War yet. We take Army Innovations too, because we just don't have the troops yet to fight. Everything going along nicely. Our building slots are almost filled up, which is why we have to delete some dockyards, upgrade our tanks with easy maintenance once we have the option. Ah yes, the Finnish nuclear bombing of 1939. Classic. Why? Our tanks production is beefing up nicely. Always switch out the radio when we have the new one. Once deployed, it's time to start training our tank divisions for the war. Oh no. Wait. It seems I've been too slow. Let's hope they still give us half the land. But yeah, Poland doesn't seem to be putting up much of a resistance. Ooh. Much appreciated. We're gonna set up our garrison order as civilian oversight. Start building up our intel network in Russia so we get the extra army intel and army intel advantage. So instead of Poland, we're setting up our troops in the Benelux. Soviet-German trade agreement, don't mind if I do. But Netherlands, it's your time to go. Go down our doctrine tree before fighting and also take Blitz as our thingy. We really should have full doctrine by this point, but we didn't just bother grinding that much. Ooh, our tanks are just ripping them to shreds. They didn't stand a chance. We capped them so fast they couldn't even join the allies. Next up, Belgium.
Hello, how are you? I am under the water.
Done. We're crushing them so hard we don't even have to micro. We're just battle planning this whole thing. Oh what? Who is nuking France? Oh, Russia is at war with the Allies. Ooh, that was in a blink. We of course set up Vichy France and then our collaboration government for those sweet factories and resources. Quickly take care of Denmark and start our build up for Russia. We're gonna set up a good spy network in Russia. What a spy network does is it reduces the entrenchment and planning bonus of all enemy units in the area, plus it gives you army intel. And if you have more army intel on them than they have on you, you also get army intel advantage bonuses in battles. You can look at the army intel you have in their country tab. Quickly take care of Yugoslavia as well. There's nukes going going around everywhere. To defeat Russia, we also need another tank template, which will be much stronger and be used to break through the enemy lines while our frontline tanks keep the line. We will be microing these tanks and not battle planning. And the way to get extra slots for your good tank general is to make them into a garrison order. So now you have 72 slots for your good tank general. Keep in mind, they still get the planning bonus from their field marshal. Building up all our supply and production and setting up our breakthrough tanks, we can start justifying on Russia. And now we declare war. Dios mío. Not good. A massive encirclement. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. It was really hard to push early, but we are now finding a lot more success. Another big encirclement. This is devastating for them. Leningrad finally falls to us. We've dealt so many huge blows, but also stretched our front line too thin, so we're gonna stop microing our good tanks and start battle planning them. We are getting very close to taking Moscow, but the supply is very thin. Tiny problem for us. Moscow finally falls, and this spells the beginning of the end for the Soviets. And Stalingrad falls soon after. Finland has also been appropriated. Steiner's counterattack. And it's over. We puppet the Soviets and take care of the naval invasion, but this is where it all ends. Oh, Molotov-Ribbentrop, of course. But leave your other ideas down below and...